right. So thank you for joining me. It's really nice to see you. Okay, come to sit on your mat in Sukhasana, easy pose. So crossing one leg in front of the other one. And then allowing your palms to rest on your thighs and close your eyes. For a moment, just shift your upper body forward, side and back until you really feel like you're seated on your sit bones. And then your spine is nice and long, the shoulders and face relaxed. And the crown of the head expands up into the sky. Taking a few moments to get settled on the mat. And to just notice how you're doing. How are you feeling right now? And remember not to judge anything. You're simply becoming aware. Notice your breath. And gently begin to deepen your breath and smooth out any rough edges. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Notice how the belly and chest rise on the inhale. And on the exhale, very gently draw the belly button towards the spine. Great. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. And then gently bow your head to your heart. And set an intention for tonight's practice, something that you need more of. It might be more clarity, more trust, forgiveness, love, acceptance, grounding. So what do you need more of? Take a moment to really envision and feel it. Can be a word or a picture or just a feeling. And then on your inhale, really take your intention in. And on the exhale, feel it in and around your body. Great. Gently open your eyes and lower your hands back down to your thighs. Sufi grinding. Begin by circling your torso around your pelvis. Moving with your breath. Good. And then change the direction. Lovely. Come back to center. Bring your arms out into the shape of a cactus or a goalpost. Inhale, open your chest and look up. And then exhale, like moving through honey. Bring your forearms together and round your spine. Inhale, lift your elbows up, up, and then open shoulder blades together on the way down, and then bringing the forearms back together. So we're creating circles. Inhale, reach up, open up, exhale, forearms together. Keep moving with your breath and really imagine like you're moving through honey or warm water. So there is some resistance. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, rounding the spine, forearms together. Good. Bring your fingertips behind you now and really open the chest. So lift your chest towards your chin and your chin towards your chest. Chin lock. And then breathe into the heart center. One more cycle of breath. Good, and then exhale, release, roll over your shins and come into your tabletop. Cat and cow. On the inhale, drop the belly, open the heart. Exhale, round the spine, push the hands into the mat. Inhale, open the heart, the throat. Exhale, belly button to spine. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears. Good. Exhale, round. And now just free it up. So any movements that feel good in your hips and spine, neck, shoulders. Good. And then come back to neutral spine. Allow the fingertips to face towards your knees. Keep the micro bend in the elbows and look ever so slightly ahead of you. And then begin to circle around your wrists. Big or small circles. Moving both ways, so changing the direction. Good. And then fingertips face forward again. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips back and up into your downward facing dog. You can have a slight bend in the knees to begin with, but really think of the thighs, knees, and hips reaching up to the sky, and your hands are pushing down and forward into the mat. Yeah, beautiful. Try to create more space in between the shoulder blades and hug your armpits down towards the mat. Very good. Inhale, rise up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, lower the left heel and bend the right knee. And then inhale, both heels rise up. Exhale, the other heel lowers down. So just walking through your feet and opening the soles of your feet. Very good. Inhale, rise up onto both tippy toes, and then keep your heels lifted and begin to walk towards your hands. Keep the heels lifted for as long as possible, really pushing the hands into the mat, and then lowering the heels and folding over your legs in Uttanasana. Really relaxing the back of the neck. Allowing everything to open up. On your next inhale, lift up halfway, come onto your fingertips. Exhale, refold into your legs. Inhale, reach up, rise up all the way. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Close your eyes for a little moment. And recall your intention, the intention you set in the beginning of the practice. Inhale, take your intention in. Exhale, really feel it. Nice. Reach your arms overhead and then interlace all fingers apart from the index finger. Kali Mudra. So Kali is the goddess of destruction, but she actually makes space for new and good things to come. So the direction doesn't matter. Begin to circle your upper body around your legs. And they can be big or small circles, whatever feels good. And really imagine like you're shooting a laser light or something through your index fingers. So you're drawing into the sky. Lovely. And then change the direction of your circles, moving with your breath. Good. And then release your arms. Interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bend the knees and fold over your legs, reaching your arms overhead. Keep drawing the shoulders out and away from the ears. Relax the back of the neck. One more cycle of breath here. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Good. Release your hands down to the mat and step your feet back into downward facing dog. Really lengthening the spine out long. Good. Step your right foot between your hands now and lower the back knee and tuck the toes. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Come on to your fingertips and then reach your arms up. And again, come into Kali Mudra, so interlacing the fingers apart from the index finger. And then inhale, really reach your arms further up and then maybe take it into a very slight back bend. Staying here, breathing into your chest. That's really good. Deep inhale. Full exhale. 2 more cycles of breath here. Good. And then exhale, release your hands onto the mat. Tuck your toes under, lift the knee, step back into downward facing dog. Come back to your breath in down dog, lengthening the spine. Step your left foot between your hands now and lower the knee and tuck the toes. Come onto your fingertips first and then reach your arms over your head, Kali Mudra. Inhale, reach your arms up even further and then begin to bend back ever so slightly and breathe into your chest. Really nice, everyone. One more cycle of breath here. Good, and then release your hands back down to the mat. Tuck the back toes under and make your way into your downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into high plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees, untuck the toes and lower yourself down to the mat. Inhale, come into your cobra, baby cobra or king cobra, it's your choice. And then exhale, lowering down, making your way into downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath in your down dog. Now that you're a little bit warmer, can you reach your hips up to the sky a little bit further and lengthen your spine? Good. Nice. Lower your knees onto the mat and then untuck the toes and come to sit on your heels. We won't stay here for very long, but if it's very uncomfortable, you can already come to stand on your knees. Here again, a moment to recall your intention. Inhale, take it in. Exhale, really feel it. Good. Come to stand on your knees now. Knees are parallel underneath your hips, practicing camel pose Ustrasana. So bring your hands onto your lower back. Fingertips can face up if possible or down if that feels better. And then really tuck your wings in towards one another. Engage your glutes. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, begin to reach up and back, pushing your hips forward. If you like, you can also begin to grab a hold of your heels, but really listen to your body. Any discomfort in the lower back, maybe you've gone a little bit too far. Stay here, really breathing into the front of the body. One more breath. Good. If your hands are on your heels, bring them back onto your lower back and then begin to come up and sit back down on your heels. Very good. Come into your tabletop. So we're going to practice a variation of side plank, Vajrasthana. So the left knee and the left hand will stay on the mat and the right hand will come up. So first, lengthen your right leg behind. The toes are staying tucked. And then begin to shift to the right side of your mat and lift your right arm up to the sky. Very, very good. Now from here, lift your right leg up to hip height and flex your right foot. Maybe you can look up to the right hand. Really good. So this is your half moon pose, just with your knee on the floor. Very, very good. Really feel this length and strength. Very good. One more breath here. From here, option to stay here, or maybe you want to bend your top leg, your right leg, and grab a hold of the right foot with the right hand. And then you can kick your right foot into your hand and open up to the sky. Yeah, like that. Really, really good. One more breath. Deep, full inhale. And then exhale. Gently release your foot. Come back into tabletop. And then make your way into downward facing dog. From here, step your right foot between your hands, lower the back heel and reach your arms up into your warrior one. Warrior one with Kali Mudra again. So interlacing your fingers. Bring your belly button to spine and gently tuck your tailbone under. And then push the back foot back, the front foot forward. Really focus your eyes on one point. 4 cycles of breath here, really listening to your breath. And notice where your mind goes. Good. Release your hands, interlace your hands behind you. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, begin to fold forward into humble warrior on the inside of the right thigh. The head begins to come towards the ground. And the right hip is still pulling towards the wall behind you. Very good. Keep the breath calm to keep the mind calm. And keep the mind calm to keep the body calm. Just one more breath here. You're doing really well. On an inhale, come all the way back up, reaching your arms up. And then exhale, open into your warrior two. Very good job. Really strong legs. Looking at your target. Good. Now stretch your front leg, pulling the kneecap up into the thigh muscle. Then reach your right arm forward, and then begin to tilt into your Trikonasana triangle pose. Lovely. That's good. Yeah. Lovely. One more breath. Good. And then keep your upper body open. Just lower your top hand onto your top hip. You've guessed it. We are going to practice Ardha Chandrasana. So look down and in front of your mat. And then either taking your block to the outside edge of your mat or come onto your fingertips and lift your back foot off. Ardha Chandrasana. And then reaching the left arm up to the sky. And if you want to challenge yourself further, maybe you will look up to the top hand. Really good, everyone. Good try, good try. Just one more breath here. Deep, calm inhale. Full exhale. Nice. Now bend your standing leg. Come back into your warrior two for a little bit. And then stretch both legs. Very good. Turn both heels in and the toes out, and then come to sit into your goddess pose. Bring the back of the hands to the inside of the thigh and really open the chest. 4 cycles of breath here, inhaling and exhaling through the heart center. Good. Stretch both knees. Bring your feet into parallel now. Hands on your hips. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, begin to fold forward. Hands can come onto the ground. Allowing the head to relax. Beautiful. Breathing in and out through your belly now, just to bring in some more of the grounding energy. Good. From here, allow the toes to open to the side again, and then bend into your left knee, and the right toes are lifting up to the sky. Skandasana, yeah, from here, so the transition just bending into the left knee, and the right toes begin to face up to the sky. Then the left fingertips come to the side, and the right arm reaches up to the sky. Maybe you can look up to the top hand as well. And the left leg is very, very active. So we're actively pushing in and out of the floor. Yeah, very good, everyone. One more breath. Good, and then lower the top hand onto the mat and just begin to walk your way with your hands to the front of your mat and come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg out behind you, really lengthen the leg away from you. And then exhale, come into pigeon pose, bringing the right knee behind the right wrist, and then sliding back to sit in your pigeon. If you need, you can always sit up on a bit of a blanket or a pillow underneath your right sit bone. From here, let's begin by folding forward, either just walking your fingertips forward coming onto your forearms or resting your head on your hands. Wherever you are, really breathe into the tight areas of the body. And see if on the exhale you can find a little bit more ease. And just let the sensations pass through your body. Great. Slowly begin to bring your up body back up. Option to stay here, just upright, practicing your pigeon. Or if you like, you can begin to bend your back foot and maybe you can grab a hold of the foot. Maybe you can bring it into your elbow crease. Wherever you are, don't forget to bring acceptance into it. Very, very good. Two more cycles of breath here. Very good. And then gently release your foot and make your way into your downward facing dog. Yogi's choice of any vinyasa. Really flashing it out, moving with your breath. Chaturanga and upward facing dog, or cobra, or staying in down dog. Very good. Listen to what you really need. Beautiful. From your down dog, lower your knees onto your mat and come to sit on your heels. Palms resting on your thighs. You may close your eyes and take a moment to recall your intention. And on the inhale, take it in. Exhale, feel it. Come to stand on your knees. So we're moving to the second side now. Bring your hands onto your lower back and engage your glutes. Inhale, rise up with your spine and then begin to bend back. Hips are pushing forward. Maybe release your hands onto your heels. Moving mindfully. Yeah, good. 3 cycles of breath into the chest area. Good. If your hands are on your heels, begin to bring them back to your lower back and then inhale, coming back. Good. Sit on your heels and then come forward into your tabletop. Now reach the left leg out behind you, toes are tucked. The right knee and right hand will stay on the mat and then begin to pivot to the left side of the mat, reaching the left arm up to the sky. Very good. And then reach the left leg up to hip height, flexing the foot and really feeling this stability and strength, like pushing out off the mat. Very good. Maybe you can look up to the top hand. Preparation for Ardha Chandrasana. Very, very good. One more breath. If you did so on the first side, begin to bend your top knee and grab a hold of the foot. Once you have the foot, kick the foot into the hand and look up to the sky, really enjoying this opening. Yeah, really good work. One more breath. Nice, and then gently release the foot, come back into your tabletop, and then into downward facing dog. From here, step your left foot between your hands, lower the back heel and come up into your warrior one. So Susanne, for you it's the right leg because you did the left side first, which is totally fine. Good. Warrior one. And again, bring your hands into our Kali Mudra and really reach your arms up to the sky. Really strong legs and energetic arms. 4 cycles of breath. Notice your mind and gently guide it back to focusing on the breath. Lovely. Release your hands and interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, begin to fold forward to the inside of the left thigh, coming into your humble warrior. Relaxing the back of the neck and drawing the shoulders out and away from the ears. Left hip draws back to the wall behind you. Really, really good. One more breath. Good, and release your hands. Inhale, come up into your warrior one. Exhale, open into warrior two. Very good work. Looking over your front middle finger. How can you find more ease in the pose without actually working less hard? So you're working, but you can find ease in the pose. Straighten your front leg, reach your fingertips forward, and then begin to tilt into Trikonasana. Maybe looking to the top hand. So the upper body really wants to expand forward to the front of your room. Each inhale lengthens and creates space. And on the exhale, you can soften a little bit deeper into the pose. Good. Bring your top hand onto your hip and then just look down. Keep the upper body open. Fingertips or block comes diagonally out from your little toe and then begin to lift the back foot off. Maybe reaching the arm to the ceiling. And remember this strength and stability you found when we did the same pose on the floor. Yeah, so good. Yeah, maybe try it with your block, Chris. It's yeah, it's a really good pose to practice with a block. Just one more breath. There you go. Very good. And then bend your standing leg, come back into your warrior two. Good work, everyone. Lovely. And then stretch your legs. Both heels come in, toes out. Come to sit in your goddess pose. Back of the hands to the inside of the thigh. And then breathe into your chest. You can close your eyes if you like and see how that really challenges your balance, and it changes quite a lot. If your legs are beginning to shake a little bit, it's totally fine. Just embrace it. Just one more breath here. Beautiful. And then stretch your legs. Bring your feet into parallel, hands on your hips. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, begin to fold forward. Just resting your arms on the ground, relaxing the back of the neck. And breathe in and out through your belly. Good. From here, allow the toes to face slightly out again, and then bend your right knee deeply and allow the left toes to flex up to the sky, Skandasana. Yeah. So right leg bends deeply. And I'm not completely sitting on the floor, so I'm really pushing into the right leg, and my hips are still lifted. That's the work. And then bring the right fingertips to the side and the left fingertips up to the sky, looking up to the hand as well. Beautiful. One more breath. And then lower your hand onto the mat and begin to walk your hands to the front of your mat and make your way into your downward facing dog. Lovely. In down dog. On your next inhale, reach the left leg out behind you. Lengthen it far away. And then come into your pigeon pose, drawing the left knee behind the left wrist and sliding back to sit down. Very good. Now find your variation, either fingertips forward or coming lower onto your forearms, or resting your head all the way down onto your hands. Maybe noticing if there are any differences between the left and the right side. So often, especially in the hips, one side is a little bit more open than the other one. Slowly begin to bring your upper body back up. And then if you did so on the other side, try to do the same thing here, bending the back leg and then either grabbing a hold of the foot or maybe bringing the foot into your elbow. Yeah, good. And then once you're here, begin to bring your belly button back to your spine a little bit. So you're still expanding and sitting up tall. Yeah, good. Breathing into any tightness. Lovely. And then release the foot, hands onto the mat, and make your way into your downward facing dog. Let's do a nice juicy vinyasa all together. Inhale, come forward into high plank. Exhale, lower yourself down, maybe all the way, maybe half. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Let's do just one more. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, coming into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Come up onto your tippy toes like we did in the beginning, and then keeping your heels high and walk all the way forward onto the top of the mat. Really practicing pushing your hands into the mat, and then lower the heels down and just come to sit on the mat. Very good work. Reach your feet out in front of you. Flex your toes towards you in Dandasana, arms by your side. Nice. And then cross your right foot over your left thigh. The sole of the foot is flat on the mat, and both sit bones stay on the mat as well. Reach your left arm up, inhale, and then exhale, hug your right leg, and begin to twist to the right. And each inhale, try to lengthen the spine even further. So you really want to sit up as tall as possible. And then on the exhale, you can twist a little bit further. Nice. Two more cycles of breath. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Good, and then gently release the twist. Ever so slightly, come into a counter twist. So just a light twist to the left. And then come back to center. From here, Ardha Gomukhasana, so like a shoelace pose, bringing the knees to touch. So you're just folding the foot in and the knees are touching. Very good. And then flex the left toes towards you. And then maybe you can walk your fingertips further forward and fold over your legs. Really breathing into the back of the left leg here. Very, very good. Bring your upper body up. And from here, coming into our Shanshasana, so bringing the sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. Like that. Very, very good. Now, if you can, grab a hold of your left toes with your right hand. And if you can't quite grab the foot, you can bend your knee. Super. Now, from here, begin to point your left toes, which pulls your hand away, but the back of the right rib cage still pulls to the wall behind you. I hope you can feel it. It's like a really nice opening on the right side of the spine and shoulder blade. So your upper body and your hand are pulling in opposite directions. And if you can't quite feel it just yet, don't worry about it. And then really breathing into it. Good, and then gently release your foot and come up. Right foot meets the left in your Dandasana. Taking a moment to feel any differences between the right and the left side of the body. Good. From here, step your left leg over your right thigh. Both sit bones nice and grounded. Inhale, reach your right arm up, sit up tall. And then exhale, hug your left knee in and begin to twist to the left side. And really working with this thought of action. Inhale, lengthen, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Really, really nice. One more cycle of breath. Inhale, sit up even taller. Exhale, twist even further. Good, and then gently release. Very slight counter twist to the other side. And then come into Ardha Gomukhasana. So bringing the knees to touch, folding your left foot in and slightly to the back. Very good. And then from here, begin to walk your fingertips forward, maybe folding over your leg. At all times, flexing your right toes towards you and up to the sky. Really, really nice. Really breathing into any tightness or sensations that are coming up for you. Beautiful. Begin to bring your upper body up, sitting up nice and tall, and then allow the left foot to fold in to the inside of the right thigh in Shandhu Shasana. With your left hand, grab a hold of your right foot. Remember, you can always bend your knee. And then the left side of the back pulls to the wall behind you as your right foot begins to point. So you're really creating this pull in opposite directions. And you can increase the sensation by also breathing into the left side of your back and shoulder. Beautiful. Release your foot. And then come into your Dandasana staff pose for one little moment, really feeling maybe length, newly created length, or any sensations that are coming up for you. And then bend your knees, feet flat on the mat, and come to lay down on your back. Taking a moment to really receive gravity in your spine. And let's move through a couple of dynamic bridge poses. So on the inhale, begin to lift your pelvis up to the sky, reaching your arms overhead. And then exhale, coming down, really massaging the spine on the way down. Arms by your side. 3 times more with your own breath. On the inhale, rising up. On the exhale, lowering down. Good. And when you're ready, no rush at all. You can hug your knees into your chest in Apanasana, giving yourself a hug. Maybe gently rocking from side to side. From here, bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart, and grab a hold of your feet. And with the elbows, you can help and push into your thighs to open your legs a little bit further. And again, you can rock from side to side, really grounding the lower back. Open the soles of the feet to the sky, coming into your happy baby, drawing the knees into your armpits. Good, and from here, release your feet and come into your final pose, Shavasana. Allowing the feet to drop out wide, the palms to face up to the sky. And the final time, recall your attention. And on the inhale, take it in. And on the exhale, feel it all over your body, your mind, and around you. And rest in your intention. Remaining still. Begin to notice the different sounds around you. Gently begin to deepen your breath. And then bringing some small movements to your fingers and toes. If you like, you can reach your arms overhead and take a full body stretch. Yawn, sigh. And then bringing your knees in and making your way onto your right side. Taking a couple of moments there. You can keep your eyes closed and begin to bring yourself up to seated. Resting your palms on your thighs and feeling the residue of your practice. Bring your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. And then bow your head to your heart, your best teacher. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me.